Before we start, I'd want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Roblox Wi-Fi. Here's how to make a Roblox game in 2021. What is Roblox Studio? Roblox allows players to create their own games using its proprietary engine, Roblox Studio, which can then be played by other users. Games are coded under an object-oriented programming system utilizing the programming language Lua to manipulate the environment of the game. Users are able to create purchasable content through one-time purchases known as game passes, as well as microtransactions which can be purchased more than once, known as developer products or products. A percentage of the revenue from purchases is split between the developer and Roblox Corporation. The majority of games produced using Roblox Studio are developed by children, and a total of 20 million games a year are produced using it. Getting started with Roblox Studio. Roblox Studio is the basic interface you'll use in order to make all of your Roblox creation dreams come true. From here, you can start building worlds, designing your own game models, uploading objects to the database for other builders to use, and even learn the ins and outs of the program using tutorials and resources especially created by the Roblox Corporation. When you first open up Roblox Studio, it should look something like the image above. From this main menu, you can pick which template you want to start with, or if you want to start with one at all, and then use the tabs at the top of the circle between either creating worlds based on themes such as Western or Suburban, or based on gameplay such as racing or obby. An obby is one of the simplest and most popular types of games you'll see in Roblox. They're basically 3D obstacle courses that players have to navigate by running and jumping to avoid hazards and other areas of the level. They're kind of like platformers in the vein of Mario and Sonic. Making your first game. Pick the obby template and upload it. You'll see an interface that looks something like the image above in front of you. In the interface's center is the game environment where you can click things, drag things, and fully edit the playable world. There is a lot of stuff going on inside of Roblox Studio, but try not to get too overwhelmed. Since this is a template, that means the core mechanics are already in place. You've got a starting point and an end point, as well as hazards to avoid along the way. In order to make this your own, we can make some simple changes. First, let's change the sky background to nighttime by switching the time of day. On the right, in the Explorer column, click Lighting, and that should open up a new box below called Properties, Lighting. Lighting with a bunch of numbers in it, then scroll down to the bottom of the data section and find where it says time of day and a time. It's in the military time, so you'll need to use the 24-hour version of whatever time you want. I set it for 2 hours in mine, for example, so that it be 2 AM, nice and dark with a few twinkling stars. After that, go into the game environment menu and click on a few of the floating squares. Using the color option in the edit section, you can change the color really quickly and easily. If you want to make new platforms, just copy and paste them and then drag them around the environment to create a design you think will be fun and challenging. Plus, don't forget to create new red squares too. These are what your players need to avoid, and they add challenge to your game. Finishing your first Roblox game. Those were just some super basic changes that you could make to your obby so that it stands out more. You can of course do so much more with Roblox. This was only a small sliver of an introduction. Once your game reaches a point you consider it to be finished and publish it to Roblox, click File, then publish your Roblox to start the process. From here, you can name your game, add a description, and get everything set up and ready to go. That's it? Yes, that's it in terms of learning what it takes to create a game in Roblox, but no, that's not entirely all that's available to game creators. For instance, while building an obstacle course, platforms can be made to look however the creator desires. They can be long and thin, have a slope, or even be a floating cone. That's the beauty of game creation from scratch. Anything is possible. Here are a couple of other actions that might come in handy. Duplicate. The duplicate tool allows designers to create copies of an object to use as many times as they want. It's also useful for populating levels with lots of different models very quickly, for example, making more platforms out of ones that have already been created. Spawn location. Spawn location is the location that a player will appear when they first enter the world or when they die in the game. Without a designated place for a player to start, they might spawn in the middle of nowhere and fall to their doom, repeatedly. From here, creators can also design to their heart's content, adding colours and making their worlds more visually appealing. Checkpoints are also necessary so that players can progress through levels and then restart spawn at the provided point should they die, and not have to begin all the way back at the beginning. Good game ideas for Roblox beginners. We trawled the internet to find some of the best game ideas that we could give you the inspiration you need to create something unique and engaging. Number 1, Zombie City Escape idea. In this game idea for Roblox, you are a family living in a city overtaken by zombies. You need to find a car before the zombies get you and try to escape the city through the roads. The roads will be blocked with abandoned cars, obstacles, and of course loads of zombies trying to get you whilst you escape the quarantine city. Number 2, vehicle battle royale game idea. This Roblox game idea is for a player versus player vehicle warfare battle in a battle royale style. It's a strategy game where players get behind the controls of various vehicles to eliminate each other's vehicles and bases. Once both a player's vehicle and operating base has been destroyed, that player has been eliminated for the round. Rounds last for 20 minutes each. Number 3, underwater tycoon game idea. Based on those popular tycoon games, but this is a more unique 2-player tycoon idea that could be based underwater. All the tycoons start off in a bubble on the seafloor, and once you buy submarines and stuff, you can then explore the sea around it for coins and other items. Number 4, team-based Pong idea. 2 or more teams fight in a neon-filled area for world domination in the Pong game. As the teams advance, they are able to win upgrades, for example, wider paddles, slower balls, and extra lives. If you don't know what Pong is, check out this explainer on YouTube. How to come up with Roblox games ideas for beginners. The best game ideas for Roblox will be one that you come up with by yourself. Here are some ways in which you can get your creative ideas flowing. Play the Roblox games you enjoy. Then think about what is it about this game that you like. Is there any way in which you could improve this concept? It's much easier to come up with good Roblox game ideas when you're designing something you will want to play yourself. Ask your friends what they like. If you have friends into computer games, find out what is it that they like to play. This can be the best way to get game idea inspiration, and you will often be given ideas you would never have thought of yourself. Plan your game. Once you have settled on an idea, think about properly planning it to include the target audience, build style, and then how the player will be able to move through the game and get rewards for progressing. Coding and beyond. While the above breakdown is enough to get any new creator going with their own game in Roblox, there is so much more that can be accomplished thanks to the power of code. Roblox uses Lua, which stands out as a fun option when it comes to kids coding languages. With Lua, coders can take games to new heights, including features like explosions, new characters, and swords that wield awesome power. Testing the game. While we've only touched on creating a few basics with this new game, it's important to stop and test each iteration to ensure players are capable of making the newly created jumps and that blocks are appropriately sized and spaced. To enter play mode and test, click the play button in the menu at the top of the screen. Once the player appears, use the keys to move and the spacebar to jump. Guide the player across each block step to make sure all jumps are possible. The quickest way to make a game nobody wants to play is to make it impossible to progress through. Once done testing, click stop to exit and return to the editor. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.